Hello. Hi. Let's see what time it is. Couple of minutes before 3. I'm a couple of minutes early, maybe like 1 minute early. I'll give it a couple of seconds. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, peeps. Road to Lead Beauty Guide. I'm so pumped about this group. Hi, Holly. I want to give a huge thank you to Kat and Kendra for putting this together. You know, God, we are so blessed, aren't we, people? We're so blessed. We have such servant leaders here that truly all they want is for you to succeed. That is it. That is why we show up every day. That is why we do what we do, because we want everyone to succeed here. It's essential to us. I mean, it is why we do what we do. So here's my shirt. What is, can I get up in the camera? Blessed every day. Yes, we are blessed every day. So huge thank you to Kat and Kendra for all the effort and all the work that they're putting into this, bringing you guys such awesome info and really holding you accountable. I think that's the key to success here, is the accountability piece. You know, we can give you ideas, we can give you tips, tricks, we can, give you meat and potatoes. We could even give you a paint by numbers or a connect the dots. But if you don't do the work, if you don't show up for yourself, none of it works, right? None of it works, because showing up shows you what works and what doesn't work. And I think that's like part of my message to you guys today is, I was thinking back this morning to when I was a lead beauty guide. And it took me a really long time to get to lead beauty guide. Most of you know that it took me 16 months to get my first actual recruit. What I mean by that is somebody that heard my sponsorship story, heard my ideas behind this experience and behind this company and what I wanted to do with it, and said yes to me. There were a lot of people that said yes because they knew the Alcone brand, they knew the reputation of the Millardi family, and they saw it as like a no-brainer. And I was there to kind of connect the dots for them to be their sponsor. But it took me 16 months to get somebody to actually say yes to me, like as Mary Kay Kemper, knowing nothing about Alcone, knowing nothing about these products, and said yes to me. So it took me a really long time to become a lead beauty guide. And I was thinking back, on my experience leading up to that. And what I found was I always found the most success when I did some out of the box thinking. When I thought of things that, were a little out of my comfort zone, were a little different. I really didn't have any idea if they would work or not work, but let me just throw something at the wall and see what sticks, right? And those were the things that actually I found the most success and I still find the most success today from when I think outside the box, because I've been in this trap, and I just want to say this, and maybe you guys have experienced this too, but we see a lot of incredible beauty guides here at LimeLife doing some really incredible things and finding immense success with it. But when I've tried to copy that, or I've tried to do that, and I didn't put my own spin on it or my own twist on it or come at it from like what was authentic to me, it was a huge fail. And that can be like really discouraging, right? And that can be like really like, what is wrong with me? Why aren't I seeing this incredible success when they're telling me, to do this, and this, and I do this, and this, and it just doesn't seem to resonate. And that's the beauty of being able to do things that really resonate with us and really are authentic to who we are and what it is that we're doing here. So first thing that's been something that's really been successful for me is sharing stories. We all have our stories in this business. And if we don't have our stories yet because we're brand new or we're somewhat new and we haven't actually had our own quote unquote stories yet, there are stories to share of people that have had success, of your uplines, your sidelines, your downlines. There are stories to share, right? And the stories of possibility for you guys that don't quite have your stories yet, okay? And you've got to share those stories because stories connect people to you, and stories make people really want to buy what it is that you have and want to be a part of what you're doing and the success of it. People really want to see success for people and they get excited about it. So you've got to share your stories. You've got to share your vulnerabilities. You've got to share your, I feel scared to go live on Facebook, or I feel like, oh my God, how dare I go on Facebook? I have a pimple on my face, or my hair doesn't look quite right, or, why didn't I do my makeup better? I'm looking kind of funny in this video. You've got to actually share. Like, I feel scared. I feel worried. But you know what? I believe in what I'm doing and I believe in these products so much, and I just have to get through this so that I can share with you and have you experience the same thing I'm experiencing. I was on a plane this past weekend and I had a window seat and I was flying over the clouds. And I looked out the window and I saw all these beautiful white clouds. And I, for some reason, started to envision, what if I could walk on clouds? Like, what if people could walk on clouds? I have these crazy thoughts, you guys, when I'm on airplanes. But I just started to think about this. Like, what if I could walk on clouds? Well, if I could walk on clouds, you'd be darn sure I'd be hitting the go live button on Facebook, right? Because I would want to share that with everyone I could possibly share that with. Like, I'm experiencing walking on clouds right now. You guys, check this out. Now, the crazy thing about it is I most likely would not give a darn about good lighting. I would not care what my hair looked like. I probably wouldn't care if I had a gazillion pimples on my face. It was about sharing the experience of walking on clouds. And look. And I most likely would have no idea what I was actually going to talk about on that Facebook Live, right? I would have no idea what I actually wanted to say, but I'd be so excited about the experience of getting on a cloud and walking on it that I would just let all of that go out of my head, right, guys? I mean, give me some hearts. Are you guys resonating with this? Like, what if you were about to go to the moon with Elon Musk tomorrow? Like, you would live it, right? And you wouldn't even think about, like, who's gonna like it, who's gonna comment, who's gonna, tell me I'm crazy. You wouldn't even think about that because you'd be so excited to share this experience with somebody. And it is no different about what you're doing here. When you guys said yes to this group, when you guys committed to doing the work, the challenges that this group is going to bring to you, you were saying yes to you. You were saying yes to wanting more. You were saying yes to, I'm going to put aside my fears. I'm going to go further. I'm going to see what I'm capable of. I'm going to go the extra mile. Because you know what? It's like, it's typically really quiet on the extra mile, right? Not many people are running that extra mile, but you guys are. You rose your hand and you said, I want to go that extra mile. So you clearly think something really strongly about what it is you're building here at LimeLife, right? You think really strongly about what this opportunity can do to help people, right? You feel really strongly about the difference that these products make for people and the way it makes people feel and look more beautiful. You feel really strongly about that, yes? Like you, I assume, really want to share that with whoever will listen to you and however you can get it out there, right? And so I want you to think about that when you're kind of trying to, get over a fear. And it doesn't just have to be Facebook Live, guys. It can be anything. It can be going to a sponsoring conversation. It can be asking for your next hostess. It can be asking for a one-on-one. I want you to go at it with excitement as if you're about to walk on the moon or walk on the clouds and not care what anybody is thinking because you're up to really big freaking things. You're up to really big things. I'm so sorry that I'm not seeing comments. You guys, if you know anything about me, you'll know I'm blind as a bat. So I cannot see these comments. I promise I'll go back and I will read them and answer any questions you have. So let's think about a couple of out-of-the-box ideas. I want to throw some out-of-the-box ideas at you. And when I started LimeLife, I was scared of every idea I had. I was scared of failure. I was scared of rejection. I was scared of every single thing that I thought about doing. But my desire to create something from something was bigger. And I knew I was going to open myself up to judgment. I knew I was going to open myself up to, potentially people, thinking, oh, she's going to do one of those spammy things. Oh, she's going to, do this. And I got all of that. And I really heard that loud and clear, but I was up to something really big. And I believed so fiercely in myself, and I trusted what I was doing. And I also knew that there was going to be a lot of failures along the way. And I still have failures almost daily. Honestly, I do. But one of the things that really worked for me when I was first starting out, and this is like, I just want you guys to put yourself in this position as if you were somebody that just walked in and saw me there. Okay. So what I would do is I would ask a trusted friend if she would come to a coffee shop with me. A lot of times I went to a Starbucks. If she would come to, like a bookstore, Barnes and Noble's always has like a great seating area. If she would just come and be my wing person while I went to all these places around my town. And I brought a bunch of our makeup. Okay, this is before we had skincare. So I brought a bunch of our makeup, mostly lip colors, because I knew lipstick is pretty unintimidating to women, but I would just put our palettes out at the coffee shop, at the bookstore. I would just put our palettes out, and I would act as if I am having like a consultation or a one-on-one with my girlfriend. Now put yourself in the position if you were just a patron at the bookstore or at the coffee shop and you saw two girls having a ton of fun looking at makeup. Would it pique your interest? Would you be like, what are they up to? What is that? Ooh, I've never seen palettes that look like that. There isn't a woman in the world that doesn't turn her eyes to see makeup, right? So I did this almost weekly. Once a week, I would ask my girlfriend, come to a coffee shop with me. I went to Panera's a lot. I always went to Panera's because there were always like a lot of people like that just would sit at Panera. I don't know if you guys know what Panera is, but it's like a sandwich salad shop. And I would sit there and I would put all the palettes out on the table and I would just chat with my girlfriend and we would have a chat about the makeup. And she would try new things because there's always sometimes new things coming into the line. And inevitably, I mean, I'm not going to say every single time, but almost every single time, somebody came over and said, what's that? What are you guys doing? Oh my gosh. I remember specifically one time I sold 5 lip glosses at this coffee shop in West Hartford, Connecticut, because I sat there with my girlfriend. And I did go to places in other towns outside of the town I lived in, like surrounding towns. And I would just set up our products, and you just never know what can happen. You never know who is sitting in that coffee shop and is looking for an opportunity, or our lip gloss just catches her eye and she's like, what's that? And now you have your next one-on-one. Now you have your next sponsoring conversation booked, right? And this really worked, you guys. It really worked. So I just encourage you, take a bunch of your products, go to a coffee shop, ask a girlfriend to be a wing person with you, put the products out and just start having fun. People gravitate. They're like magnets to people having fun. I promise you. And our lip glosses are like a shoo-in. Everybody's like, what's that? A lot of times I had the staff, like the baristas were like, what are you doing over there? Like, oh my God, how cool. I'm like, oh, have you heard of LimeLife? No, I've never heard of LimeLife. And then a conversation would get started. So this was an awesome out of the box thing that I did really early on. I also would keep our lip gloss like every single where I went. I left it on the bar if I was having a drink with a friend. I left it on my table if I was out to dinner. The waitress would always ask about it. So you just have to constantly have your products out. And here's the beautiful part about that. You get to write that bill off, right? You get to take that slip and take your friend, your trusted wingman, out for coffee or out for lunch or out for a salad or whatever. So consider doing that. Another out of the box idea that worked really well for me. And this is kind of specific. You kind of have to know either a yoga studio owner or a hair salon owner that you're really close to, some type of service industry, a nail salon owner that you might know. And what I would do is I would ask them if I can put one of our skincare products in their bathroom. Okay. So I would put the 40 Cure Cream in the bathroom of the yoga studio. Now, you know your yogis, they all love all natural. So you have to be aware of your audience, right? You know they love their all natural stuff. So I would put 40 Cure Cream in the bathroom at the yoga studio, a little tiny like 3x5 frame with what was it? 40 Cure Cream, the stars of the show. This is an awesome hand and foot moisturizer, can be used for the body as well, is really great in healing eczema and psoriasis. And so I would write like a little blurb about 40 Cure Cream. I'd put it in a little 3.5x5 frame, and I would leave it with my business cards in the yoga studio. Once a week, I would swap it out for a different product. So I would leave the 40 Cure for a week. Then maybe I would leave a Dream Clean and say, wash your face on me. The Quench Cleanse. Every week I would swap out a different skincare product out of the yoga studio. I did this in my really good friend owned a hair salon. And by the way, if you are not talking to your hair salon person, if you are not talking to your colorist or your hair cutter, they know everyone, you guys. They potentially see 20 to 50 people a day in their chair, and they know who the makeup loving girls are. They know who the all natural people are. You need to enlist them as your advocate and say, hey, please. I mean, my hairstylist, her name is Mallory. She's actually a LimeLife beauty guide now. She loves our products so much. She joined my team. But she almost tripled my business when I asked her to just like, give me some names. And she gave me some of my most incredible, most loyal customers to date came from my hairstylist, Mallory, because she knew this woman loves makeup. This is the makeup loving person. This is the skincare person. This is the person who's in need of all natural. This is the person who talks about mascara all the time. And then she would connect us. And I had a stack of my business cards at her hair salon, and she literally tripled my business when she started doing that for me. Because here's the thing, the service industry people, they get that your business runs on referrals. That's how our business works, you guys. One person falls in love with your products, they refer it to other people, right? I mean, that's how it grows. That's how you get outside your warm market, is when you have people out there advocating for you and for your products. So enlist those people because they get it. Their business grows by referrals. And let me tell you, I've sent tens of 20s of potentially like 60 people to Mallory because I love how she does my hair. And so I refer her, right? So enlist those service-oriented people into your business and ask them to help you. They are more than happy to help if you tell them, I'm a small business owner, I'm trying to grow my business. They get it. They get it, you guys. This was them once upon a time when they were trying to grow their business, right? And maybe even think about creating a community with them, right? Like maybe you can go to that yoga studio one night a week or once a month and do a vendor event. And in turn, you'll introduce people to her yoga studio. What I used to do for my yoga studio, when I would go to home parties, I would do a little small basket for my hostess, and she would give me coupons, like free coupons to a yoga class, and it would go in with my hostess basket. So we kind of created like this community with each other, right? Like I was helping her to get exposure, she was helping me to get exposure. So find those service-oriented people, you guys. Find them. They will be such sources of just endless pipeline of people that will definitely be customers and most likely will join your team too. So what else do I have for you guys? A couple of other things that I do, and this is for those people that might know teenagers in their life. Teenage parties have been really huge for me lately. Also prom parties, like pre-prom, and getting those teenage girls together in a room. And what I do with that is all the teenage girls come with a washcloth and a headband. And we do like a mini spa facial with all of these teens, right? I've had parties of up to 10 teens. I know Kat Aragon's done teens too because she has teenage girls in her house. But find those teenagers, they love to do this stuff. A lot of them even do like their birthday parties. If you find like 13, 14-year-olds, I've done 13, 14-year-old birthday parties, and that has been huge for me, you guys, because guess what? The mom then buys lip glosses for favors. So sometimes I'm selling her like up to 15 lip glosses for the favors, right? And I know that's a little bit of an expense and that's an investment, and there's not very many moms that might actually do that as a party favor. But you know, those party favors can get up there. You can start buying a bunch of little stuff and it adds up, you know, it can add up to 18 bucks. So for some of the smaller parties, the moms have done that. They've bought lip glosses as the party favor. But have the teenage girls come with a headband and a washcloth, and you do a little mini spa, and then you do makeup with the teen collection, and you have an incredible teen party, okay? So these are all ways, and you guys will know what works for you. You guys will know, you know, you've got to throw a lot of stuff at the wall, you guys, and see what sticks. And the crazy thing is, and this is sometimes the most frustrating part of our business, but you could find something that sticks and it's like a huge success, and then you try to do the same exact thing next month and it's a huge flop. So please be aware of that, that sometimes what works in one month may not translate to another month, which is why we constantly have to pivot. We don't have to change everything we are doing. We don't have to do a whole 180, but we do have to take pivots in this business. We just do, because what works sometimes might not always translate, might not always continue to work. So you have to constantly be building on your ideas and making small pivots, making small changes, you know, figuring it out. Maybe the spa parties go a little bit deeper into like a hand scrub, right? And you do a little bamboo renew on their hands, and then you give them 40 cure cream, and you do a little hand spa. Because I did find at some of those parties, the teenagers were a little upset to like wash their face. So maybe you want to do a hand treatment. You just have to kind of keep thinking outside of the box, you guys. It's fun. It's really fun to do that. It's really fun to try some things and see what sticks. And you just can't be afraid. You just have to go for it. You just have to say, I've got this idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a real good old try, right? And you just don't know. You might hit a home run and it might be like your best month ever. So think about it. Just keep doing these things. I tell you guys, the coffee shop idea, going to a Panera, going to a Barnes and Noble, setting up the makeup on like a table with a girlfriend, it's a slam dunk. People just like ooh and ah over what you've got, and it opens up a conversation with a total stranger. So, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you to Kat and to Kendra again for this incredible group. So blessed. My shirt, blessed every day. I'm so blessed for every single one of you. I live in this shirt. I'm really, really thankful for every single one of you. You know, we put these kinds of things together because we believe in you guys. We believe in the possibility here. We believe so much in your ability to have and do whatever it is that you want in this business, for yourself, for your loved ones. You know, I've never dreamed bigger in my life as I am right now, like right now. It is such an exciting time to be with this brand. It is more important than ever to share it with everyone and anyone. And, you know, just be you, just do you, you know, don't look over here at what somebody's doing and say, oh, well, I can't do that. That's okay. That's okay. There are so many shapes and sizes to this business, right? And that's why it's not a one size fits all, right? There's so many shapes and sizes because you get to do you, and the world needs you to do you. You know, like people that buy from me maybe wouldn't buy from Kat, but people that buy from Kat wouldn't buy from me, right? And there's a reason for that, because we are who we are, and the world needs us all to be us, to be what it is that we're here to do, because there is such abundance out there, you guys. So don't worry. I hear a lot. There's a lot of people in my town selling LimeLife. Blah, blah. There's a ton of people in my town selling LimeLife. I just brought on 5 new people on Long Island. I am not worried for a second, because the people that are going to want to buy from them are going to be very different than the people that are going to want to buy from me, and all down the line, right? We all have our strengths, and we all need to figure out what that is, and we all need to go and do us and be us, and know that there is a tribe waiting for us, a tribe, you guys, an absolute tribe. So I hope you guys all have an awesome, blessed Monday. I know I am having an awesome Monday. It's Unicorn Day. Oh my gosh. Happy Unicorn Day. Happy Unicorn Day, everybody. That's so exciting. Yeah, and I posted something about Monday is my day. So it's my day, and it's Unicorn Day, and it's your day too. It's everybody's day to go be you and do you. So go keep rocking it out. Go be you, do you. Think of all those crazy, wild, outlandish ideas. You never know who it's going to resonate with. You never know who it's going to attract. And, just have abundance. And I'll say this one last thing before I leave. One of the main things that has been such an anchor of my success, such a pivotal part of my success, something that is absolutely woven into every ounce of my success, is my gratitude. And I just invite you guys to wake up every day grateful, with such a sense of gratitude for what the day could bring, for what is something that I'm going to make of something today, and have such gratitude for it. Even the tough things that show up, even the not so good things, have gratitude for it. All of it is taking you on your path, is taking you on your road, right? All of it, the good and the bad, and love on it. Love on it so hard, and be so thankful and so grateful for all of the experiences, because it is all these experiences that make us who we are and what we're stepping into in our life here at LimeLife, and in our life in general. So gratitude, guys, it is, in my opinion, the pivotal part of all of it is to just be grateful for every single thing, even when the nasty days show up, even when the bad hair days show up. Be grateful, and just wake up every day with such a sense of possibility and gratitude and positivity and abundance. And I promise you, everything will fall into place. Everything. People want that in this world, and we need more of it. And when you go out there and you show up at a coffee shop with gratitude and abundance and excitement, I promise you there is a light that resonates, and people will come over, and they will want to know, who are you and what is this? They will absolutely want to know. So, all right, guys, I love you all. Cheers to the road to lead beauty guide. You guys are so awesome. And again, Kat, Kendra, the work you're putting into this, I'm just so grateful for you guys. And I'm grateful for every single one of you. So rock it out. Happy Monday, everybody. Hi to replay watchers. Everybody, I hope you have an awesome day. We'll talk soon. Happy Unicorn Day. Bye.